Hello everybody and welcome to Minecraft. As you can see today we're in a redstone ready world. If you ever played Java Minecraft then you know this is a redstone ready world. And today, after what I said in the last video,
Actually a little bit more of a redstoner than a builder, so in this video
I'm going to be giving you a quick crash course in redstone. So I've built up 10 different redstone contraptions here, or redstone circuits, and I'm going to explain a little bit about them, sort of show you what they can be used for, and yeah, I hope you enjoy, and leave a like and subscribe if you want more. So for this first contraption, it's called a pulse extender, and it does exactly what it says in the tin. It's a pulse extender, it extends redstone pulses. So an average, so if you grab a button, this stuff, and if you were to just place a line here with the wooden button and then just some redstone, it lasts, well, it lasts as long as the button does. But if you were to press this button, it lasts longer. So if you watch that, it lasted a lot longer than that one did. And this can be used to sort out timings in your own redstone. This next one is a super duper simple or dispenser system. So under here I've just got a sticky piston with an observer on top of it. Then there's a comparator coming out of this dispenser, and when that dispenser receives items, the comparator receives an output, powering the piston, allowing the observer to go into the other observer, causing them to update each other, and creating a constant output. This next one, it may sound a bit stupid really, the name. It's called a T flip-flop. So as you can see here, there's a circuit here as well that we will explain later on in the video. So it's a system that allows you to turn things on and off with just the press of a button. So you see that repeaters at the end is powered right now. If I press this button again, it will be depowered. So this circuit here gives us a 1-tick pulse, firing this piston and allowing it to spit out its block on top of the redstone torch, which the redstone torch then powers this block, powering the repeater. This here is one of the most useful redstone circuits in my opinion. If you're a massive resource hoarder, you will love this. It's an automatic item sorter. So in here, I've sorted observers, dispensers, and light blue wool. So if I were to put these 3 stacks of items in here, it will start to filter through these hoppers, and when they reach their allotted hopper, or hopper section, they'll start to filter into there. As you can see, there's no observers in any of these ones. Just take those out and then we can go move on to the dispensers. You see the dispensers are starting to fill up in this one. They're filling up in their chest as well. So yeah, super simple redstone contraption. I love it. It's just so easy. This next circuit here you may recognise from the T flip-flop. So this is called a monostable circuit. Well, a rising edge monostable circuit to be precise. So if you press this button, it feeds out a 1-tick pulse really quickly through this repeater. So, and I'm trying to get it in frame as well. I don't know if you saw that or not when the repeater went on. There, see it? So that feeds out a 1-tick pulse through here. So that can be used as before to spit out blocks with a piston or whatever really. This next one is a variation of the monostable circuit. It's called a falling edge monostable circuit. So it will only give an output when the button pops back out again. So you see that, and then the button popped back out, and we got ourselves an output. This is because the redstone torch is powering the repeater, which powers the piston, keeping that on, or keeping that powered. Then when you depower the redstone torch, it depowers the repeater. And then when it's repowered, it's enough time to give an output. This circuit here is great if you don't want your base to clutter up with crafting benches and things. It's called a block swapper. Or it also can be used for bubble elevators. So you'd have one of them be a magma block and the other one be a soul sand block. So if I flick this lever, it swaps the blocks. That's exactly what it's called. It's a block swapper. So as you can see, it's super simple. Literally, barely any components required for this. Now we're getting near the very end of our redstone circuits. These next 3 are all very similar, but do different jobs. So they're all double piston extenders, but in different directions. So this one is for a double piston extension upwards, and retracts. This next double piston extender goes outwards, and then this one it can be used more on the floor. So this one may be used, or it can be used on the floor as well, but this one's a bit more less resource heavy as such because it needs repeaters. You don't need to go to the nether for this stuff, and it's a lot simpler if I'm honest. Okay, so there we go. I've shown you all of the separate redstone contraptions. I'm now going to show you how to build all of them and the resources that you'll need. Okay, so this first one I'm going to show you how to do is the pulse extender. So you're going to need a 3x2 area, 2 comparators and 4 pieces of redstone dust. You want to place one comparator facing one way, then you want to go to the other side and place the other comparator facing the opposite way. You want to place 2 pieces of redstone dust here and 2 here. To put your input, you can put it either this end here or this end here. Place your input and give it a press. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to add, you don't need to use iron blocks for any of these. I'm just using it because it's easy to see how many blocks you actually need. And this next one is the super easy dispensing system. So you want to place a dispenser or dropper here. You want to place a comparator coming out from that. Dig one block down and place a sticky piston with an observer facing this way on it. And then you want to sort of try and crouch and then place an observer there. And just to show that it works, you put your items in there and they should start to dispense. So this next one is the T flip-flop. If you remember, it's the one that just swaps over with the push of a button using a 1-tick pulse. So you want to place your input, your repeater, then you want to dig one block down, place a sticky piston with a block on top of that, with another repeater behind it, a sticky piston coming off that repeater, with a block on top of that. Then you want to dig one block down and place a redstone torch here, with a repeater on top of that block there. Okay, so now this next one is the item sorter. So this is completely tileable. So I'm just going to do a 3 wide one for the minute. You want to place double chests along here. Then you want to put hoppers. So you want to crouch and then place hoppers into all of these. Then you want to go up one. Then you want to place blocks along here. Then you can face your hoppers into those blocks. That is quite a key step, if I'm honest. Then you want to place 1, 2, 3 blocks out from there. Then comparators coming off these top hoppers. Then just cover this part in redstone dust. Then you want to place 3 blocks along here, with redstone dust on top of all of those. Oh, I messed up a little bit. Oops. Then you want to place repeaters here. Then put back in your blocks if you failed. And then place blocks along here, each with a redstone torch coming off them. Then you want to place in the items you want to filter. And then if use an item you've got a lot of, and then name it filter. So then as long as you don't place that item in your sorting system, or try and put it into your sorting system, then the sorting system will not break. That's the only way it can break it, if you were to place your filter item into the system. So if you have a look in these hoppers now, it should have drained down to 41 items. If it has not, you need to go back and check the video. So all of them have drained to 41. And then if you were to place... oh, I don't have any. And if you were to place in your items that you've just put in for a filter, you'll see that they should come into the output chest of that filter. This next one is the rising edge monostable circuit. So you want to place your input here, and place a block behind that, a repeater, sticky piston, a block on top of the sticky piston, another block, and your repeater. And now we've got the falling edge monostable circuit. So you're going to place your input, a redstone torch on the block of your input, block in front of that redstone torch with a repeater on top, a sticky piston with a block on top of that, a block there, and then a repeater off that sticky piston. Now I'm just going to say these two blocks can be any type of block you want. I'm just using the iron block and the crafting bench because I just picked them up first. So you want to place a sticky piston, then a redstone dust one block away from that. Then you want to place your first block that you want to put there, then here, then next to it, and then you want to place a lever with a redstone torch off the back of it, with a sticky piston on top of the redstone torch. Then I place my crafting bench in there. This next one is the upward facing double piston extender. So you want to place your, preferably a button there I think, and then you want to place your observer facing, so you want the face to be facing your input. Then you want two sticky pistons next to it with blocks on top. I failed this one. I forgot I needed a repeater there. Perfect. And onto the penultimate redstone contraption, we are onto the outward facing double piston extender. So you want to place two sticky pistons facing into each other, or one facing to the other. Then you want to place a block with an observer. So you want to place two blocks, break the bottom one, and place in the observer. Break that block. You should see a fire come out. Then you want to place blocks either side of here, with like that. The repeater on set to 2 ticks. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? No, it's right. It's the wrong way. Yeah, please place it facing this way. Then you want to put your input here, and that should give you the double piston extension. Okay, so now we're on to the final redstone contraption, being the simpler double piston extender. So you want to place 2 pistons in a line with your block on the end. Then you'll place one repeater here, then a piece of redstone dust there, and connect these all up with redstone dust, and put your input here. You want to put this one to 2 ticks, and you want to put this one to 4 ticks. So that's the max extension, and that's only by 1 extension. Perfect. So there we go, guys. You've seen me build up these redstone contraptions and how easy they are. You've also seen what they do, and I've given you some ideas of what functions they have. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit of a different one. Please leave a like if you want to see more, and subscribe. And see you in the next one.